Hey everybody, Tim here coming direct from my apartment. Just received my shipment from Shapeways that should have the 350Z and the WRX plastics in it. Super excited to open it up, so I wanted to record as quickly as I could what to expect when you get your order from Shapeways. So they usually come really well packed, but I'll be able to give you kind of an idea of what it looks like, how it comes from Shapeways, so that you know exactly what's coming to your doorstep. For me, being a Canadian and having it shipped in, I had to pay the duties, which is essentially sales tax when it comes across the border, which kind of sucks. But anybody that's in the United States shouldn't have to deal with that kind of stuff. So let's get to it. All right, we have our box here. Standard just box for Canada Post. So it comes through UPS, but then it's shipped through Canada Post to come up to Canada. I've got my weigh bill on the inside here, and a lot of padding with the stuff in the middle. So each item that gets printed out comes in its own individually wrapped piece of plastic with the SKU of what was ordered on here. This looks like it is the cradle for the back of the WRX. What else do we got in here as we start unwrapping? Oh, there we go. There's the faceplate for the 350Z. So that's what's going to be on the front of the waterfall, the 350Z. You can see the attachment points on the back for the cradle for the tablet. Go through a little more of our wonderful pieces here. We've got the shifter trim piece for the WRX. So this is what goes around. Your actual STI shifter trim snaps into the piece just like the OEM piece. We scanned the OEM piece to make sure that it was exactly the same with the same connection points all around, so it just clips in place. I already posted photos and video of the top piece for the WRX. So the last one that we should have in here is the backing plate to hold the tablet in behind the 350Z faceplate. So again, everything all nicely bagged, coming from Shapeways. Really nice quality print on each of these items. So next we'll maybe get a bit more of an up and close and seeing how they all come together with the tablet. All right, first up is the tablet holder for the WRX itself. So we can see here we actually even have the little indent for the camera on the back of the tablet in the plastics so that everything all fits properly. So if we take our tablet now and we actually just slide it in the holder, it actually pressure fits, almost snaps right in place in around the tablet. We see we've got an opening here for the power to come in, and then we also have access to the headphone jack at the bottom as well. Our power and volume buttons are exposed if we do need to reset the tablet for whatever reason, so you can actually get to those. And so for the WRX, we've got our top trim piece, and then we've got the bottom piece. And essentially what you're going to do is you're going to slide it down so that the tablet comes through the bottom here and line up on the back. You can see all the posts and the screw holes. So all you're going to do is you're going to put the posts and the screw holes, line them up, put a couple small little self-tapping screws through there, and if we line them all up, we can see here that the tablet, oh, and the tablet's booting for me, tablet sits perfectly inside there. The screen all lines up so that you just have a tiny little bit of the black bezel showing on the outsides of the screen. Now with the WRX, what happens is pressure fits the bottom in place. It just kind of pressure fits underneath, and away you go. So in this case here, see if I can get a better view of the pressure fit. Snap these pieces in here. It's much easier to do when it's in the car. These little tabs line up. Here we go. So the tabs line up and it holds everything in place. So we've got the tablet, we've got everything all in place, and that all snaps into the car. So if we look at the back and we pull the tablet away here, as it's beeping at me, the top trim, like I showed on the previous video, has all the clips and snaps to go into place in the factory holes that are all in there. Snap it all in. You can even get a screw to hold in the bottom parts, and everything, just like your shifter trim on your regular car, just snaps straight in. Oh, and I forgot to show, here's an example of a printed one that's got the STI shifter trim. It just snaps in place. This one's been sanded and painted. This is one of our original prototype ones that we had created. So shifter trim snaps in just like regular it does on your normal piece of trim, and away you go. All right, 350Z, very similar to what we showed with the WRX. We've got our frame on the back here to hold the tablet itself. If we grab our tablet here, we should be able to snap it in. Just make sure I'm putting it in the right spot. Same thing, just snaps in on all the corners. We've got it in place. Same thing for it. There's space at the bottom for the headphone jack to get your audio out. You're able to also get your power into the side, so you can get your USB power in there, and you have that all ready to roll. Then essentially what you're going to do is you're going to line it up on the back of this one. So we'll do it right now just to kind of show an example of lining it up here. So you can see the different post holes and everything line up together on the back, and if we flip it around, we can see that we've got our screen available here, and then that's going to go into the device, into the car. So this 350Z is a little bit different, so it actually does like a sandwich. So these posts that are on the face attach to this back plate here, but you'll notice when they line up, there are also other fasteners. These are what's going to actually connect to the waterfall, the back of the plastic of your dashboard, so that they screw right on. It creates a nice sandwiched one piece in there, so you can actually pull all the waterfall. This thing comes out right with it, pops with it, and we'll be able to show that in an installation video. So goal is tomorrow to be able to do the actual test fit in the 350Z, to make everything fit properly, show you guys how it goes in, and see it actually displaying inside the car. Again, you know, we pointed out on the previous video, you can see that there is some texture or grain on the actual plastic pieces. You know, you should be able to just do like a high build primer and sand that nice and smooth, and paint it whatever color that you want to match your interior, or you can even hydro dip it if you wanted to give it a carbon fiber look, or wrap it with vinyl. Lots of different options on what you might want to do with the plastic. So that shows you a bit of the plastic, how it goes together. Next step is us being able to show a video of it actually fitting into a car and how to install it.